Live from the California Family Fitness Wolf Den Studio.
Hi.
Hello.
Good to see you again.
You too. We
I
had
like
fun in
this.
Vegas, right? I
Oh
think
my
last
goodness.
time. And last time you were
Vegas.
here was drinking with Dolly.
I know. It all began.
been
That
so long.
song, man, I tell you.
That song's been everywhere.
When I played that at the Grand Ole Opry, I thought I might pass out.
Really?
Just because
Not
it's-
you.
Well, I did the ugly cry before. So before I hit the stage, we got to go and tour the Opry, like around 4 o'clock, and I think I took the stage about 7:15 or so. So that's like when I stepped into the circle, the most coveted circle in country music, and then it was just ugly cry. It was just, like where you can't control your face. That was that cry. And then when they called me out to sing, I'm home. It was amazing.
Did you have that same face last night? Tell everybody what you did last night. Let's talk about that.
Okay, yeah. So last night, guys want to know what I did last night? I was not in Vegas last night. No, I got to sing for Miss Reba McEntire. I know. How about that? The Queen of Country.
Oh, yeah.
And so imagine the sweat. Okay.
Now, you didn't go into it knowing that you were going to get to sing with her, right?
Well, I wasn't sure. I mean, you get inklings that there might, but you don't know, and then you don't want to be disappointed if something goes awry. There's weather and there's traffic and flights and things are crazy, and it's Reba. It's Reba. So it was just. I mean, I remember when I was singing "Drinking with Dolly" and I caught eyes with her, and I'm like, whoa, and I'm like, wait, where am I in the song? What am I doing here? But she's so gracious and she's so kind. And I mean, so here's the wild story about Reba, though. I got to go back 2 days before the Opry, my Opry debut. I got to meet her for the first time.
Oh, okay.
And so I got a pep talk from Reba and she was telling me about her Grand Ole Opry debut back in 1977. And we were talking about it, and there's just, I mean, she's the Queen of Country. And so then getting to have last night performing, and I was just so glad I didn't screw up. I was like, I just don't screw up, Quayle. And it was just me on the guitar, so, everything's exposed. You can't hide behind the electric guitar and be like, guy. You know what I mean?
Well, that's awesome. So you just flew in this morning that was last night in Montana.
Yeah, and by the way, I really dig your guys' baggage claim. I was taking pictures. I'm like, hold on, Chris. We got to get a picture of the luggage construction towers. That's really cool.
Welcome to Sacramento. Well, speaking of cool stuff, last summer with your
Yes.
single Winnebago
Oh, my goodness.
and KOA.
Yes.
How was that? Tell everybody about what that involved.
What happened? Okay, so my song Winnebago, we knew it was going to head to radio, and when I first heard the song, I was like, I've not been to a lot of these places. So then I opened my big mouth, and I was like, we should go live this song. And my team's like, here she goes again with her, and so we set out on this 9,000-mile journey crisscrossing the country in 60 feet of Winnebago and went to every single place in the song. So a lot of the places, I hadn't been to the Hoover Dam. I'd never been to the Empire State Building. Okay. So imagine rolling down Fifth Avenue in a Winnebago, showing up at the Empire State Building, going to the 86th floor, places I've never been, and getting to sing.
Right?
And everyone up there, they didn't know, so they couldn't leave. This is perfect. We had a built-in audience. Y'all are here now. You can't go.
So did you sing at all the stops?
We did. We actually even made our way to, so our partnership with KOA, this happened, KOA is Campgrounds of America, and they're out of Billings, Montana, which is really cool. I'm from Bozeman, Montana, which is just a few hours away. And so as we were routing this, we're like, man, there's all these really cool campgrounds along the way. We've got to put 60 feet of, Winnebago anywhere. It's an adventure. And so we just kind of hey, what do you think about this? And they're like, yeah, well, what do you think about maybe playing some songs for the campers? And it just started really organically. And I grew up RVing. So it was just when things are right, they tend to be easy. When they're easy, they're right. Right, easy, right. And so we got to go to all these incredible places. Well, one of the KOAs actually took us to Canada, the Niagara Falls side, on the Canadian side. Okay, get this. So then we're like, well, we've got to go on the Hornblower. which is the Canadian. Is it Maiden of the Mist? Maid of the Mist. The Maid of the Mist is the American side. Yeah. So we all put on our pink ponchos. I had matching pink rain boots, of course, because I mean, if we're gonna do this, we're gonna do it like bosses. And we brought a bunch of little children instruments because we knew we were gonna get soaked. So we're like, well, we'll try doing this, with kazoos and like kid instruments, and we did it. And it was crazy. It was just so much fun.
We're gonna have to find that video and post it for you.
Oh yeah, and we have so many treasures in this country to go see, and Canada's so beautiful. I mean, it's endless. So if you've never just taken to the open road, you have to do it because it's magic. It's just pure magic. Yeah.
Nice. So you said you grew up camping.
Yes.
Did you get out?
Not in this kind of Winnebago, my friends. Let me be sure to tell you, it was not this.
So did you grow up tent camping, or were you used to the trailer?
So we did it all. Okay. So growing up in Montana, we grew up with horses. So a lot of times, what we'd do is we'd actually put our tents on the back of our horses, and then go in and really camp.
Really camp.
And then my grandparents, they had an RV, and we would go. They called it a motorhome. So they're so cute. A home on the road, as I like to call it. And we would go from Montana to Minnesota every summer and get with the family. And so it was getting to relive my childhood. The cool thing is we get to do it this year again. So we're touring the country in a Winnebago, and everywhere we go, we get to stay at these incredible KOAs. That I mean, you think of like these little, you think of KOA, and they've got hotels and these like mini cabin houses, and it's just gorgeous. I mean, waking up to like the birds and not, endless hotel rooms is kind of nice change of pace.
We'll have to bring you out here to one of the KOAs and have a campfire.
Oh, I love it. It's so much fun though. Like it's just wild. Again, it's like I love it when things that you just kind of like, hey, let's give this a shot and see what happens when it just,
when it just works out.
Yeah, it's very cool.
That is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
All right, new music. Selfish is out.
Yes.
How is that? How is everything going? You said you hit the top 60.
Yeah. So that's just wild. I mean, this is the first time in my career, and of course, there's still we got some moves to make, but it's a big deal. It's a really big deal. And our team works so hard. And I just honestly, between the team and the fans, that's why this song is happening. And it's been so cool to watch that unfold. Yes. I got a message from a fan yesterday. Just played a show. It was up in Utica, New York, and his little daughter was on his shoulders the entire, front row on the shoulders. Like she's probably 4, and would not get And so when the song comes on the radio, she's like, "That's my song," and I love that's the best part of my job. I being able to touch people with music, and it's awesome.
Well, that is amazing. So this is your third single off the album, right?
Yeah, okay. yeah. You got it.
All right. So what else? Let's see. If you could. You've already met Dolly. You've done Reba.
I have not met Dolly.
You haven't actually.
I have not met her.
You made eye contact, but you haven't met her.
I have not met Dolly. I have a letter from Dolly.
Oh.
It's typed. Can you imagine Dolly Parton typing? That's my favorite visual.
You're like, I'm a handwritten
it's
one.
Pink paper, of course.
Does it smell pretty?
And I did not sniff it. When I get back to Nashville, I'm gonna get back to you on that.
Perfume on it.
I know, 'cause scented paper, Brittany.
Yes.
We got to do this. What would we'll come up with something. But yeah, no. So it's really I can't wait to meet her because I think when you hear the stories of Reba, you hear the stories of Miranda, you hear the stories of every artist paves the way for the artists all of us that are emerging, and it's a really cool time to be making music. It's amazing.
Nice. All right, so let everybody know where they can find you on social media and your music.
And where I can find you guys. Because now you're part of the flock of Quayle.
Yes.
Lifetime membership, friends. Can't get rid of me. Instagram, it's all under my name, just Stephanie Quayle. Facebook, Twitter. I'm on YouTube. That little place where the videos go. Yeah. Yes, I think they do videos. They've had some success. Yeah, all those places.
Everything.
Yeah, and then StephanieQuayle.com for all tour dates, and we have some really fun merch. We've got some cool new hats. We've got vinyl records.
Some pink rain boots.
You know what? I should put those on there. You can actually get them at Zappos. Just letting you know.
Awesome. Well, really quick, do we have any questions?
Do you guys have any questions? You're adorable,
That's a
by
comment.
the way.
We love having her. She's always so much fun.
I'm out of control.
All right, everybody. Well, thanks
you
for
guys for
coming
being here.
to the California Family Fitness Wolf Den. I'm Tracy Leanne. Stephanie Quayle.
I adore you, lady. Thank you.